Good afternoon, everybody. So, for those people who have been following, I just want to give you a little bit of an update on what I have been doing in regards to fixing the house. Obviously, this isn't a how-to. This is just a follow-up of where I'm at and a reassurance of the value I think we got buying this place. So, let's turn it around. Rightio. Okay, I'll zoom out. So last time I had some cypress pine in there. This time round we've got hoop pine. So this is pretty much size for size, very close to what originally would have been in here. And I believe this is hoop pine. So these are 140 by 21 tongue and groove hoop pine floorboards, and they actually fit fairly well. They're not nailed down yet, but this end one here needs to be a custom fit, and I'm going to put that one in last. Obviously that's just a bit of a gap I've had to, so it's been pretty tedious to get out. The old floorboard from underneath that that was in between, where were we there, in between that I'm having a brain fart at the moment. I'll call that like a sill plate or floor plate or whatever. And the, not the bearer, man, what's going on? Joist. So, because we had nails going through the sill plate, through the floorboards, into the joist, plus the nails that were just holding the floorboards to the joist as well. So I don't know, there was basically you can say at least 2 nails in each floorboard, plus the odd 3-inch nail or 4-inch nail, whatever it was, that was going through the sill plate into the joist underneath. So that was pretty tricky getting out. Plus we had electricity going through one of those. Then over here we had, what was that? Is that like a satellite NBN thing or something like that? Which I had a couple of issues with, but it's all done. Coming into this room here now. So I've just, pulling all this guts out was easy. It's just the, just under the sill there, that's the hard part, because I didn't really want to break the asbestos fibro sheeting on the wall, and this side, that's why I've left the moulding on the bottoms here as well, just because I'm running a risk of who knows how long that's been nailed in place. And because we got nails going into hardwood, and those nails have been there for a very long time, like the chances of potentially breaking that is pretty significant, or at least a 50-50 chance of breaking it. So I didn't want to go down that path. So anyway, I finally got it. Got all the nails out as well. Lucky for me, there was actually a bit of timber behind here before the fibro on the outside of the house, so that was a godsend. That just was a big amount of relief, because I was using a chisel. I was using a chisel and a hammer to break the pine flooring away, and I was at first very cautious because I was fearing that as I'm hitting it, if it split, I could like punch a hole through the outside of the fibro. But lucky for me, I had that bit of timber there that that saved the day. So there's a bit of a close-up of the tongue and groove system. What else can I... So this is filming back on myself, but I spent a lot of time cleaning out that groove and then cleaning the tongue on the far side there. Obviously, just like everything, preparation is key. The cleaner that is, the easier the tongue and groove boards are going to go in and fit into place. So in total, we've spent about $1,500 on floorboards. I've done all the labour myself. It hasn't really been an expensive fix, you know. I was first told by the pest dude that he initially was thinking potentially maybe $40,000 to fix the termite damage. I think we're going, including the termite guy coming out and doing it, which was about $2,800. He ripped up half the carpet. It looks like he done a pretty thorough job. I think we're going to come away with under $6,000 in total. That's going to include doing the flooring as well. So I think that's pretty bloody bargain. You know, I'm not a chippy or anything. I do construction work. I'm certainly no expert. I'm certainly don't know all the tricks of the trade. There's probably easier ways of getting things out, but you know, I just had a crack, and yeah, it's working all good. So hopefully, if anybody else is out there's you know, in Struggle Street as well, or thinking you're never going to buy a home or anything like that, there's plenty of shittier houses. You may not find one for 75 as close to town as we did, but who knows, you still might. There's a whole country to explore, you know, so it's, you know, my missus was talking to someone yesterday who just told her that he's just bought a new house for $750,000, got a loan, and it's a tiny little house in those little 450 square metre blocks where the gutters are touching your neighbour's gutters basically, and you know, and he told my missus that, she told him that we paid $75 for our place, and she said he went silent for a minute, must have clicked over a few times in his brain, and he's gone, what, 75? And you know, he sort of knows that he won't even pay off his house in his lifetime. So again, I think by having a little bit of a go, like the worst case scenario for me is if I couldn't fix this, I would just have to pay a tradie to come in and fix up what I couldn't. So have a go first, try and get away with spending the least amount of money as possible, and you never bloody know. I surprised myself with the gaps in the floor. Like, if you look at the original gaps, they're a bit bigger. So, and mind you, these panels, they're not all straight. I was trying to use the straightest ones, looking at which way they bend and try and marry them in as best as I could, and it's turned out pretty bloody good. Left a little bit of a gap here. The moulding will cover that, and it just allows you to, it just gives you a couple of mil when you're trying to join these, do your joins here. It allows you to like tap them closer, etc., and you still need to leave a little bit of a gap down there for expansion. So yeah, and this is all basic tools as well. Like, there's been nothing over the top. I haven't, just as you can see, Ryobi, it's all I can afford really. Just cheap tools, hammers and chisels and pliers and things like that. You know, there's nothing out of... I didn't need to go out and buy a, you know, $1,800 Milwaukee kit or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy. Mrs. probably not quite as happy as it's going, that I'm not moving fast enough, but it's stepping into uncharted territories, and I'm pretty happy. Anyway, guys, this is dragging on way too long, but yeah, good luck. Hopefully anybody else who's trying to pursue some other sort of similar journey, hope yous have some fun. Maybe make a video, leave some comments, tell me what yous have done, what I could do. So yeah, I'll go now. Thank you. Bye-bye.